everyone, just want you to go out there and subscribe to Raze Chaos. Remember, when you do, it'll be super effective.
And welcome back, everybody. My name is Raze Chaos. You've made it back to my channel, and woohoo! Yeah, that was dumb. I don't think I'm ever going to do that again. That was your idea. Okay, so this week I have a rather different video. I just did a haul not long ago, but as anybody that was watching the Bearded Barbarian Collectibles YouTube channel knows, I actually was going to hit another con afterwards. And yeah, unfortunately, I didn't really find much there. I didn't find enough to really film. I didn't really find enough to purchase. So, and one of Raze's rules is that he does not show gifts that he buys other people off on his channel, because, you know, a lot of times that ruins the element of surprise. However, on the day that I went to the con, I did manage to stop at a few other places, like Five Below and Gamestop, and found some pretty good stuff. I mean, obviously the title of the video is letting you know what I got from GameStop. So we're going to save that for last. So I'm going to put this guy away and show you the fun little stuff I picked up otherwise. First up, I did stop by the Dollar Tree and found some of these DC figures. It was one of those situations where I was looking at it and I didn't really want the majority of the figures because I already have like metallic figurines of several characters, and it just seemed like adding another Batman or Superman just kind of seemed a little redundant. However, they did have a few that I didn't have before, like Aquaman. Went ahead and popped him out, so that was another addition to my little miniatures collection. It looks more like the New 52, kind of I want to say rebirth version of him, in the classic orange, with the more pronounced A as far as the belt buckle goes. And all in all, it's pretty good. Then I went ahead, these aren't die cast either, I can tell. These are plastic. A lot of the miniatures I have are die cast. And then I went ahead and got Captain Shazam, Captain Marvel. I call him Captain Marvel because that's what I grew up calling him. Grabbed that. It's another one of the little miniatures. Not so excited about this one, but, you know, getting a new character was just getting a new character. Again, I'm not really a big fan of the New 52 versions of it, the whole Shazam part of it. And the fact that he doesn't have, I mean, he used to at least wear a sash around his waist. But since he doesn't in this, it just kind of makes him look like a naked red man with a hood in his cape. So, yeah, I'm just kind of like glazing through these guys because there's nothing too particularly exciting about this. Yeah, I went ahead and grabbed Black Adam as well. Looked like they were kind of geared towards the movies that had come out recently. But still, it was kind of cute. And this is basically just the exact same as the Shazam, just in black. Except that he does have a belt on here. So he doesn't look like a naked man. It's like, wow, okay, yeah. See the difference a sash makes? Quit complaining about Superman's trunks, because that's what keeps him from looking like a naked blue man. Woo! So yeah, I just got these three. Nothing too exciting. It was the Dollar Tree. They were cheap. I couldn't resist. As you know, I am a DC fanatic. But the excitement didn't stop just there, because as soon as I got to Champaign, Illinois, I went ahead and wanted to. I go to Five Below a lot in Chicago, because I know how to get to it really easy every time I go there. But they don't tend to have a lot of new stuff there. However, when there was Champaign, I hadn't been to the Champaign Five Below, so I was like, hey, let me go in there and see what they've got. Plus, I was with my mom, and my mom had never been to a Five Below. So I was like, Mom, you gotta check this out. So, as usual, you know, if you go to Five Below regularly, it's kind of hit or miss. But the first time you go into a Five Below, you're almost guaranteed to find something worth picking up. And Raze definitely did, starting with the Egyptian Book of the Dead. How cool is this? So, yeah, I saw this and I thought, this is absolutely amazing. So, I mean, I've always heard about it, and, you know, it was one of those things that's often referenced in a lot of literature, comic books, and so on. So when I saw, oh, hey, I mean, it's available just about anywhere you go, but like seeing this little version, for $5, it was like, well, I can't. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that. So yeah, Egyptian Book of the Dead. Ha! Gonna be fun to add to this. Add this to my bookshelf. And they really didn't have anything. I got hair in my mouth. And they really didn't have anything too exciting in the toy aisle, which I looked at the Funko Pops, and it was really kind of last year's Halloween stuff and kind of the stuff that nobody bought. So Raze went ahead and he did a little digging and kind of went for broke on this one, because he did hit pay dirt. Raze got a well, okay, I'll just show this real quick here, because this is the Popsy, the Popsy of Pennywise, and it is the Tim Curry Pennywise, which you know Raze can't resist. And yeah, these are stupid. And I'm really not surprised they didn't do very well, because yeah, even the two, they're supposed to be like little messages to people, but it only says one thing. And yeah, Pennywise says, come play. Shouldn't it say something like, you know, we can float or something like that? Let's go float. We all float here. Anyway, I didn't take it out of the little package because I was like, let me just go ahead and put this in the video, because yeah, I was like, why the hell not? So yeah, that was I wouldn't have sought this out, but seeing as how it was right there, and again, it was the Tim Curry version, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. So yeah, Tim Curry, Pennywise Popsy, probably the only Popsy I will ever own. Unless they make a Nightwing, which I hope to God that they're done making these things, because they're dumb. But they also had these fun little mini snow globe from Warner Brothers. Not sure what it just says from Warner Brothers. Doesn't really say anything about. Oh yeah, it's Culture Fly. They had a bunch of them, and yeah, they had. You could get the Nun or Friday the 13th or Annabelle, Nightmare on Elm Street, that kind of stuff. And there was two different Pennywise. So Raze had to do some digging, and he did get the Tim Curry Pennywise of this as well. So that was an awesome grab. Again, I don't really mind that. I wouldn't have sought this out, because it's not three-dimensional inside. I mean, it's just basically a little plastic stand-up of Pennywise in there. But yeah. But since I found it at Five Below, and it wasn't very much at all, and wow, that doesn't even snow up very well, does it? Kind of all goes down immediately. That kind of defeats the purpose of a snow globe now, doesn't it? And try that again. Yeah, it just all kind of flops down. I mean, maybe if I'll give it a shake. Okay, that looks a little bit better, but it looks like it's kind of sticking to the inside of the thing. So I kind of understand why it's at Five Below. But I mean, what do you really expect from them? You just find you get what you find. You don't go in there with a purpose, and if you leave with something, you won. I did get some stickers and stuff, but I'm not going to really show those off here because I'll just what a lot of you don't know, when Raze likes to ship things, Raze likes to slap stickers on the outside of the box, and yeah, that's what's going to happen with them. So a lot of times I will, if I have some, yeah, I mean, they could be, I mean, I'll give it away. Some of the that I found were like horror related. So yeah, getting a box from Raze means you're gonna get stickers on them. I don't think I did it too much with the big prize I gave away for the 200 subscriber giveaway. Yeah, I think I was more concerned with getting the boxes packed and sent at the time, because that ended up being bigger than I was expecting. I am working on the next set, because 500, I will be announcing the new prize box, and it's probably going to be bigger than the last one. I'm just saying, I don't know exactly what's in it yet. I've got it started, but yeah, it's just a little much. But right now, I am going to show off the most exciting thing that I got from this little champagne trip. And yeah, considering I've already given away the Funko that I got that time with the title and all that fun stuff, I'm not gonna get Raze hit pay dirt. Just gonna put it like that. Because Raze went to Ollie's. And Ollie's is quickly becoming one of Raze's favorite places to go. Because Raze found the Luke Cage Omnibus. Look at the size of this bad boy. And this collects the Hero for Hire 1 through 16, in which it was Hero for Hire Luke Cage, and then after issue 16, it just went to Power Man, which was Luke Cage's Power Man, and that goes all the way to issue 47. It does include the annual that happened during this time. So if you count the 47 plus the annual, that's 48 issues of classic Luke Cage. And the fun part about it is why they stopped at issue 47 most likely is because 48 was Luke Cage, or it was Power Man and Iron Fist from that point on. So yeah, you got the Power Man without the Iron Fist, and yeah, this is all classic. I mean, I can't wait to get it. I love the back of this that shows you all the issues and everything. It's just huge. Raze is gonna sit back and put the Do Not Disturb sign up for a while, because sweet Christmas, Raze got some reading to do. But yeah, I love getting big volumes like this. This was actually, I'm gonna just go ahead and show off. This was like $30, and yeah, if you look on the back, if you found this at Barnes and Noble or one of the other bookstores or wherever, this retails for $125. Raze got it for $30. You want to know why Ollie's is my favorite freaking store to go? Oh, it's stuff like this. So, all in all, that's a pretty great haul all by itself. With the Pennywise, the DC characters, the Luke Cage omnibus. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised that I didn't have this video done sooner, because I've been itching to tear this thing out and have... Actually, now that I've already shown the price, I mean, this has got a couple of my favorite riders in here. I'm going to take this off because there's a little thing Raze likes to do. He likes to open them up. Oh God, this is beautiful. Just look at it. Look at the artwork here. There's Black Goliath. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Yeah. Ringmaster. Oh my goodness, this is some great. And these are going to be like super cheesy and everything. Yeah. But one of the things Raze likes to do when he gets a hardcover is to slip the cover off and take a look at what it says on what it looks like underneath it. And I'll put it back on, of course, but I just like to look at the volume itself. And like the inside cover, there's nothing too exciting about it. It's just Luke Cage. But look at this. It's like Luke Cage Omnibus. And on the back, you've got a great big Luke Cage. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is so cool. I always love the gigantic chain he wore as a belt. But, yeah, that's the first time I saw it. And that is so cool. Just about every hardcover like this Raze has ever gotten, he like takes the dust cover off to take a look at what the actual cover is, because a lot of times when you buy a book like this, you don't take a look at the inside and everything, and you're gonna be missing out, because that's what the real cover is. And this is just basically the commercial trying to sell you off on it. But and thus brings us to our Funko Pop that Raze got from Gamestop. It is a Gamestop exclusive, and it is the Batman Arkham Asylum version of Bane. Couldn't really remember if I have like a regular version of Bane or not, but seeing this guy like was just, yes, I must have it. It is the deluxe oversized version. Had to get this one because Bane deserves to be oversized. And of course, you know, you get Raze into his comic book mode. Bane, of course, came out in 1993. Bane has in my opinion anyway, he has an unofficial attachment to Doomsday, because Bane and Doomsday, their legacies are pretty much mirrored, because Doomsday came down and just killed Superman. Bane came and dismantled Batman almost completely. He knew his identity. He blew up Arkham Asylum and set all the lunatics free, and systematically let Batman go chasing all the psychopaths that had broken free from that. And then when he finally returns back, because Bane knew Batman wouldn't stop until they were all, you know, accounted for, and there was nothing more he could do. So Batman comes back to the Batcave exhausted, and there's Bane, because Bane knows all of Batman's secrets, and essentially goes in and takes the exhausted Batman and puts him over his knee and damages his back. Initially it was breaks his back, and then later on in the comics they said that he damaged his back. Kind of retconned it to where it wasn't so bad. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, he was a big deal, and so was Doomsday. Now, both characters, it's like, I mean, it was meant to represent, like, if these guys come back ever, it's going to be a big deal. Well, everybody wanted to use him because they knew that they wanted to grab that, like, yeah, this is a big deal. We're bringing him back. And essentially, when you overuse a character like that, yeah, less and less. So they don't nearly have the impact that they initially did. And I mean, Bane is in. I mean, they kind of rushed to put Bane into the movie that was out at the time, which was Batman and Robin. And if you saw that, you know, he was just basically a one note, you know, thug with the venom popping through him. And yeah, that was kind of like, no. You know, if you were a fan of Bane, you weren't a fan of that movie, which there weren't a lot of people that were fans of that movie. But yeah, it was just, and now he's in. I mean, they tried to make him cool again by putting him in the Nolan movie, and then he sounded like a weird little somebody doing a bad Sean Connery impression. It was like, oh my god. I mean, honestly, the first time I watched that movie and he spoke, I thought it was a joke. I thought that's a false lead. That's, you know, Batman's gonna chase this down, find out it's somebody else. Nope, that was his voice. It was really kind of amazing, and now even with the Harley and Ivy series, or the Harley Quinn series on HBO Max, and the Kite Man special, he's there to play the fool a bit, and yeah, it's so hard to create a character and keep them at a specific level. I mean, even the Joker took some time off. Because there was a long time where they didn't use the Joker, and when they pulled him back, they made him crazier. And yeah, you kind of got to keep putting it in there. It's much like it's much like Bane's venom. As long as it's pumping into him, he's dangerous, and he just gets badder and badder. But once you cut that off, he shrivels to nothing. And yeah. Bane hasn't had venom in quite a while. He's really not somebody that, I mean, he's good for shock value, but it's like, once you think about it for a second, you're like, oh wait, yeah, he's nothing. But let me go ahead and take this guy out and have a look at him. This is so cool. Part of the reason why I went for this is because I didn't want a Bane that was like the same size as the Batman figures that I had. It's like he really should tower over him, and so this is why this was the one I had to get. And this puts him in all his glory. What I enjoyed about Bane a lot was that he was so intelligent, but he, you know, his big weakness is once he pumped himself through with the venom. It became, his aggression would get so hard and so impossible to deal with that he couldn't think straight anymore. And I always loved that metaphor for Bane. And even in the story Venom, when Batman gets an earlier form of it and uses it himself, I did love that story, and I love the way they pulled that back. I don't remember if that was like a precursor, a little hint to what's coming, or if it came right afterwards. I don't remember exactly. It might have come before. I'm thinking it did. But yeah, in the Legends of the Dark Knight, they show a younger version of Bruce Wayne dealing with these pills that are essentially one of the building blocks into Venom. Another little tidbit that I enjoyed that they did later on in the series in the 2000s. I do believe it was like Showcase or something like that. It was one of the little anthology books that DC tries to do every once in a while, but yeah, hit or miss. But it had a story where Our Man was actually had to go after Bane, like Our Man from the Justice Society has to go after Bane, And when he analyzes Venom, he finds out the Miraculo pill, I think that's how you pronounce it, that Our Man takes to get his hour of power, shares some chemical similarities. Almost like that was actually one of the first steps that led to the Venom serum. And I thought that was a little fun because that put, Rex Tyler in that position of, oh God, this is what happens when people take your science and keep adding to it. So I kind of love the fact that they tied that into such an old character. I think it does add more to the overall world building of it. But yeah, this is just a great pop. It's just like, man, I love how many like little features they have coming out of the thing. Everything you've got his control modules down here to keep it going, and I know this is based on the version of the game, but I mean, honestly, I like this character design. If I were to change any of this, it would just to give him a full mask instead of this half mask. That's the only thing Raze would change as far as this goes. Because if he's coming out of the asylum, I've never understood, like in some of the animated things I've seen with Bane, you see him locked up and he's still got, in some cases, not all of them, but in some cases, he's still attached to his equipment, and they just have it turned off or something. I don't get it. But like, yeah, they'll bust him out and he's already got his equipment back, all plugged in and everything. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me at all. But I love the fact that he is truly like, when he's not pumped full of this stuff, he's incredibly intelligent, and then slowly it shifts from brains to brawn, depending on how it works. And I love the metaphor in there as well. And Raze, yeah, you got him on comics. In that, getting juiced up like that, yeah, he ends up being stronger than Batman immediately, very, very quickly. But at the same time, like, he's not used to the new strength, no matter how many times he does it. I mean, when you're this strong at one time and then you're not, that would be impossible to get used to. And essentially it's Batman having built his strength and tested his strength. That is part of what takes over that, and he's able to keep his wits about him. But yeah, Raze is going too deep again. So I am going to go ahead and get out of here now. I hope you've enjoyed this. Sorry it's a little bit late, but Raze Raze had stuff to do. Let me know what you thought of this little haul. It was a pretty good day out, especially having not really gotten anything from the convention at all. But let me know down below in the comments what your favorite little item is. Raze is not even going to pretend like it's not the Luke Cage omnibus, because that's so freaking amazing. Can't wait to dive into that. Nothing I love better than reading a bunch of old comics, and I don't think I've read any of the pre-Iron Fist Luke Cage stuff. I've seen synopsises of what happened before, but I don't think I've actually read any of the issues, so I am so looking forward to this. And one of the writers listed on here is actually Marv Wolfman, who is... He and George Perez are the guys that put the Teen Titans, the new Teen Titans together. So, yeah. And he helped turn Robin into Nightwing. So, yeah, just had to plug that little bit in there. But let me know in the comments below what you found the most interesting of this little haul, and give me a like on this. I don't do a lot of hauls, which is really why it's odd that I'm doing another one so quickly. But when I do get some random stuff that I just can't imagine breaking up into individual videos, yeah, give it to you all at once. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like I said earlier, I am working on a 500 subscriber book, and with this last boost that Mama J kind of gave me, that's kind of pushed me closer to 400. It put me over the hump, over the 350 hump. So hey, if we keep that momentum going, that would be really awesome. And you know, it just gets me closer to giving more stuff away. But at the same time, I don't mind building slow either, because it gives me more time to put stuff in that box. And you just asked Justin Fryborn how big those boxes get. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now. I hope you have a great day, and never forget that life is full of odd moments. You never know when you're going to be defined.